Hello, students. Namaskar. Today we are going to discuss one more topic for you. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about structured query language and we have introduced you with MySQL and also study the type of command which is DDL, means data definition language, where we have considered all the commands which can be used to create the structure of a table. In that particular database, we have used to create the database, we have the alter command to modify the structure of a table. Today we will discuss about the constraints and also the use of DML, means data manipulation language, which can be used to retrieve the data, to insert the data, to update or delete the data from the table. Now let's start our chapter for the day. And first of all, for the same, I start my MySQL. Yesterday I have told you that if you have installed MySQL in your system and you are going to start, first of all you will enter your password. As you enter your password, a screen will be there which will show you that the screen is ready to work with you. So let's start for the day. The topic for the day, first of all, what are the objective for today? Yesterday we have completed about the introduction of SQL, data type and constraints in MySQL, SQL data definition language. Today we will cover SQL for data manipulation, SQL for data entry, data updation and deletion in a table or a relation. Let's start for the day. First of all, we have the first query about the constraints. Yesterday we have applied a constraints on our table during the structure of a table. For example, I want to create a table, or yesterday we have created a database as 11th. So first of all, I want to display the list of database to get out my database to work with it. To get the database, as already we have stated, we write down show databases. A list will be here of all the database which is residing in my system right now. Here, yesterday we have worked in 12th database. So here I will change my database as 12th and then start to work. Now I am using a database which is 12th. Now I want to show the list of table in my database. So I will write down just tables, show tables, and then press the enter. It is showing that a table is there which is named as student. To show the structure of the table student, I write down here describe name of table. Enter. This is the table which is already we have created. So to going through for the same, here I have applied a key constraints primary key on admission number. Now I want to modify my constraints from primary to unique. How we can apply or how we can uh, modify that attribute from the table. For the same, yes, we have modify constraints of an attribute. When we create a table, by default each attribute takes null value except for the attribute defined as primary key. In the example here we have null, s name is null, fee is null, but admission number is no, because we have defined it as a primary key, so it cannot be null. Otherwise all other columns are null. So to change it, we can change the attributes constraints from null to not null using alter statement. For the same, we will write down alter, then tables, then name of the table I will just write down, then write my keyword modify, then name of attribute which I want to change from null to not null, default as name. After that I will give the attributes like this one as name, then its data type is var character, and after that I will just write down not null, not null, then put the semicolon at the end of this and press enter. Here as you see that a attribute, a key constraint is applied on as name, means to to get the same or to see the tables modification we will just write down describe student. Here as look here null means here as name, now it is changed into no instead of yes. It means that we have applied or modified the key constraints from null to not null. Next we have another add default value to an attribute. Yesterday we have discussed about a key constraints which is default. Default is a kind of key constraints which can be used to assign a default value to a particular attribute. Suppose here I have a table named as student and I want to get the default value for fee is 0. So I will just write down here alter table student modify, then name of attribute, then its data type, then I will write down default and then give the value which I want to change. Put the semicolon at the end of the table and then press enter. Now the value of fee is become 0 by default, means if a user didn't enter any value in that particular column, then 0 will be assigned to that particular columns. Now in the next section we will discuss about the removing of an attribute. Yesterday we have also did the same command for the same to delete or to drop any attribute from the table. We just write down alter table, then name of table, then drop, then give the attribute name. Suppose here I want to delete fee from my table, I just write down drop fee and then press the enter. Now the column fee is deleted or dropped from my table. To get it or go through the table, again we will just write down describe, then name of the table. Here a column fee is not there, not here in the to the table, means it is dropped from the table by using alter. Next we have remove primary key from the table. Sometimes we want to need a primary key from the table. For the same we just get into the table and write down alter table, then table name, then drop primary key, semicolon and press the enter. Now a primary key is removed from our table. Here in the previous section primary key is there into the attribute, but now if we want to get the structure of the table again, the primary key is not there into the table. So we can say that we can also delete a primary key or remove a primary key from the table if it is required by the user. Next we will move further, and here we will now discuss about the SQL data manipulations, means in structured query language how we can manipulate data into the database. What is data manipulation? First of all, we came to know that data manipulation using a database means either retrieval of existing data, insertion of new data, removal of existing data, or modification of existing data in the database. Means we can say that if we want to insert a new value into the table, we want to retrieve a value from the existing table, we want to remove any particular column or any particular row from the record, or we want to modify the existing data into the table. For the same, we will use data manipulations. And in this first step, first of all, we will use a insert command which is used to insert a new record into the table. Suppose here in this table I want to insert a new record in my table. Now my table student is blank. There is no record into the table. Again here I want to show this by using my command. We will discuss later on about this command. Now it is showing that it is empty set, means there is no record into the table students. To insert a new record, I will just write down insert into, then write down the name of table, then press enter without going a semicolon at the end, because my statement is not complete right now. Then I will write down a class values, then put the value. Here admission number I have defined as type int. So a value is written as simple without any colon. If the value is in string, then it will be enclosed by comma. Here I will just write down the value and then close the brackets, because we have only two columns there into the table. Then put the semicolon and press enter. Query OK, one row affected, means in this table one record is added. To get the same, I will just write down select star from student. Yes, one record is there in my table. Now I want to add one more record into the table. Then again I will write down insert into, then name of table, then values, and then give the value again and put the name again, close my brackets and put the semicolon at the end and press enter. Now one more record is added into the table. We can get it by using a select statement. Yes, now here I have two record into the table, Abhishek and Abhinav. Now into the next step we will move, and here we have SQL for data query. The structured query language has efficient mechanism to retrieve data stored in a multiple table. Means sometime we have multiple tables in a database. As in the earlier statement we have told you that a database is a collection of files or interrelated files or multiple files or tables in a MySQL database. Then so it is known as RDBMS, means Relational Database Management System. The user enter the SQL command called queries, where the specific requirement for data to be retrieved are provided. In the SQL statement, select is used to retrieve data from the table in a database and is also called query statement. Means a kind of statement which can be used to retrieve the data in any form is known as query statement. In the previous example, we have used select statement. So select is a kind of statement which is categorized under query statement. So let's move ahead. First of all, I have a statement select. We can use select statement in different way. I have a small table here and I want to get the whole column of this table, I will just write down select star from student. Here select star means all columns of the attribute and all rows of the table. Then I will press the select star from student. Select error, you have an error, spell syntax, star from from I have just write down select star from, not from student, then data will be here. Suppose I want to display a single column. I want to display a single column from above table. Then I will just write down select, then name of column from the table name. Select as name from student means now it will display a single column which is named as S name. Here S name means Abhishek and Abhinav are displayed here into the list. Suppose I want to display admission number here, then again I will just write down select admission number from student, then put the semicolon, then admission number will be there. Now as per the sequence, I have defined admission number and name, and I want to display the student name first, then its admission number. So I will write down the same sequence in MySQL. I will just write down select as name, comma, if we have more than one column, then the name of column are separated by comma, then as name, comma, admission number from student. I will just put the semicolon and press enter. Now table will be there. Now I want to, this is a small table, but I want to work with a table with large volume of data. For the same, I will choose a different table for the same. To do the same, first of all, I will change my database, and to get the database, I will first of all display the list of databases. Here we have so many database: information under schema, Jawahar, MySQL, Navodaya, performance according underscore schema, Skila, student, Shani, Sys, Wired, and 12th. Now I want to use Skila as one of the my database. Use Skila. Yes, now database has been changed from 12th to Skila. Now I can use all the files which are residing in Skila database. To show the tables in Skilas, I will just write down show tables. Means we have so many tables in Skila, that is tables like actor, actor underscore info, address, category, city, country, customer, customer underscore list, film dot actor, means so many tables are there. I just want to display a single table. Suppose I want to display the data of table staff. For the same, I will just write down select star all data of the table from staff, means select star from staff means it will display all the data contained in table staff. Yes, it will show like this, means so many data are there into the table, and it is continue and continue because a large volume of data is there. 2 rows inside. Again I choose the different table for the same, select star from actor. This is the table where we have so many columns are there. To get the detail, so we have so many columns, and these columns are named as actor underscore id, first underscore name, last underscore name, last underscore update. Suppose I want to display only two columns like actor underscore id and first underscore name. To get the same, I just write down here as select actor underscore id comma first underscore name from actor. Put the semicolon and press enter. So it will display only the two column. But now we have we are working on a columns. We want to work on a table row and want to display only such rows where id is defined by the user. Suppose I want to display all records where actor underscore id is greater than 150. For the same, I will just write down select star from actor. Then I will use a class where and I will just write down the name of column actor underscore id greater than 150. Then put the semicolon here. Be remember that I have used where class to get the required rows only. Select star means it will display all the columns. Columns will be all, but rows will be depend on a particular condition. I will put just press the enter and it will show all the record where actor underscore id is greater than 150. Here suppose here the id is 151 which is greater than 150 and the last id is 1 200. Now I want to display the IDs or record. Same here, select from actor where actor ID greater than 150 and name equal to close. Here I have a record just like this one close here. Sorry, this is the last name na? Last name, not first name. Last underscore name equal to close. Here I am using the class, sorry, I am using a class and which is further discussed. And means it will display the record if both the conditions are true, like last underscore name equal to close. Means it will display the record only when the actor id is greater than 150 and name is close. If both the conditions are true, then the record will be displayed, otherwise it didn't display any record. Yes, 183 actor id, first name Russell, last name Close, and last update is that one. Now we will discuss one more command about the DML, and the second operation is about retrieving selected columns. Already we have covered that the following query display employees number of all the employees. Just I have used here that we want to retrieve the data of selected column only. For the same, I will just write down select first underscore name, suppose last underscore name from actor. Now it will display only two columns, first name and last name from actor. I will just press the enter. Two columns are there only. It is the command which is DML type and can be used to retrieve the data depending on the condition. Next we have here renaming of column. Suppose I want to rename the column first name as name. For the same, I will just write down select first underscore name as name, press enter. Sorry, unknown column, first name is there, select suppose yes, first underscore name is there, but it is not showing, error is there. For the same, just yes, just wait, sorry for the error. Select first name, oh sorry, first name as name from actors. Yes, now you see that the name, the attribute name which is first underscore name is changed to name instead of, yes, here first name is changed as the attribute name instead of first underscore name. So this is the action which we can do here by using the renaming of column as is used here. Then distinct class, this is very important in your topic. Distinct class is used to get the values without any duplication. Suppose I have a list here, in this list, and we have so many names which are duplicate into the list, and I want to show the name only which are not duplicate in the list. For the same, I will just move with a distinct class. Or suppose I have a city, I just open different file, different table for the same. Select star from city. City table is there, and these are the list of cities. When we go through, it is showing so many cities, means about 600 cities are there, but I want to show that the name of city will be only a single time, it didn't repeat so many times. So I will just write down, select, I will just get the attribute name here. From the here you can get the attribute name, city is there. Or another way to get the structure of the table, you can also go through for the same command which we have used earlier, describe city. It is showing that city and city IDs, country IDs, last underscore update are the columns name. So I will just write down, select distinct city from city. Yes, I will press the, oh sorry, I forget the brackets. District city from city, I will just press the, and it will show me the state or city name, city which is single time, means 599 rows in set. In the last example we have 600. Let's see again. In the same table I have also another column like this one, 600 rows in one set, but in this record I have 599, means one record is duplicate in that particular file. Now this is the table where I have another look, and the column is country underscore id. For the same, I will just write down here to get select select distinct country underscore id from city, semicolon, and then go through. Here we have only 109 records or rows at a time out of 300. Means all other rows which are duplicate in values are eliminated from the records. Here it will show only the record with unique value. So we can say that a distinct class or distinct statement can be used to return record without repetition. Means it didn't repeat the record which is duplicate in nature. Next, we have where class. Already we have used the where class. The where class is used to retrieve data that meet some specified condition. Suppose where we have used the where command. Now where class can be used in different way. It can be used with relational operator like less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to specify condition. The logical operator and, or, and not are used with where class to combine multiple condition. For example, I want to show the record from the table. Select star from city where country underscore id is greater than 190. Greater than 190. I will just press the enter. Here empty set means no country id is there greater than 190. But if I write down here the same syntax where I will write down 107, it will display 3 records. Country id 108, 108, 109 means I have displayed here greater than 107. If I want to do with the same operation and I want to write down, I want the records with the value 107 including means greater than equal to 107, then the number of record increased from 3 to 7. Means now the country id with 107, 107, 107, 107 also included into the table. After that I want to display the records less than. For the same I will just do the same, and instead of greater than I will write down 109. I want to display a record with country id less than 10. For the same I will just write down country underscore id less than 10. Means I want to display all those record where country id is less than 10. I will just write down, put the semicolon at the end, and then press enter. It will show all record where the country underscore id is less than 9. After that, in the next I will just move with another where I will use greater than less than equal to 10. Means I want to include 10 into the list. Now I have 26 rows in a set, but if I want to include 10 country code into the list, for the same I will just write down less than equal to 10. Then record are 28 instead of 26. Means 2 record are added into the list because we have also included 10 into the list. Then we have not equal to. means I want to display the record where id is not equal to means that is not there. I will just write down select star from city where id not equal to 10 means where id is not equal to 10 जहाँ where 10 means id is not 10 it will display all the records where id is not equal to 10. You can see that no id is there with id 10. So we can use the same. We can use the logical operator also to get the same. I want to display the record that select star from city where city sorry first of all I will adjust so where city underscore id greater than equal to 500 and country underscore id greater than equal to 100. Put the semicolon. It will display all the records where city id greater than equal to 500 and country id greater than equal to 1000. Suppose in the same I will just write down the this one and I change the value from country id greater than equal to 1000 and we know that in the above list no id is there with value 1000 so it didn't display null value means empty set because it is this condition is true where id greater than equal to 500. Yes, id is there but no record is there with id greater than equal to 1000. This condition become true but this become false so it didn't return any value. In AND logical operator it will display the value only when both the condition are true means if this condition is true and this condition is true. In the above statement both conditions are true so the result will be there but in this condition become true but it is false so the output is empty set. Then I can use OR. In OR it will display the record if at least one condition from the two are true. Here yes this it display all the records with a condition that either a condition that country id greater than equal to 500 or city id greater than equal to 500 or country id greater than equal to 1000. It just get the condition if at least one condition out of two are true it will display all the records. Then again we have another record, another condition or another logical operator that is not. We just use and it can be used only a single condition. Just select star from city where city id is not 500. Sorry is not where city id It is showing error. You have an error in MySQL syntax. Check the manual that corresponds to your SQL Server version MySQL. It is displaying error. I will do the same after completing this lesson. Now we have membership operator in. The in operator compares a value with a set. Sorry, just we have the command note is here, which is producing a error. For the same, we just use not. For the same, we will discuss in another example. Sorry for the inconvenience. So we will be here again with our example where we are discussing about membership operator in. In is a kind of operator which can use to compare a value with a set of values and return true if the value belong to that set. Suppose I have a table, this one, actor is there, suppose, or city is there. I just get the table city. Here I have column city id, city country underscore id, and last underscore update. Now I want to get the record from the table. On which table? From city, where city in, I will write down just the name of city like Jaria. If we have more than one, then I can write down by using a single quote, Japopan, and then put the semicolon, press enter. It will show all the record where city equal to Japopan and Jaria. So it is the operator in which is categorized under membership operator in. After that we have an order by class. This is a class which can be used to arrange the data into the table in ascending or descending order. Suppose I want to display the record in ascending order of country ID. If here I will display the record or select star from city, here the country ID is not in sequence and I want to display the record as per the country ID in ascending order. For the same, I will just write down select star from city order by country underscore ID. If we didn't write the order of the sequence, then by default it will display the record in ascending order. Now the ID, country ID is in ascending order. If I want to display the same in descending order, for the same I just write down country by country ID DESC. Describe or descending is here. We can use the same command to describe the structure, but here it is used as a subclass. Now it will display the country ID in descending order of the values. Now I have handling null values. Suppose sometime I want to get the record where value is null. Null means there is no value in that particular column. So for the same I can use a null. We just type is null. Is in null is used to get the record where value is not described. We just get the syntax like select star from city where city is null, but perhaps there is no record, no such type of record, so it is showing empty set. After that we have another command which is used as substring pattern matching. It is very important from the paper point of view. This type of command is used to get the idea of the records. These are categorized under wildcard. These commands are used when we didn't know the exact value or exact string of the value. We just know a rough idea about the value. Suppose I want to display all the record with the name starting with S. For the same, I can use a wildcard or substring pattern matching. Here, in example, I want to select star from city where name city where city equal to city like a%. It will display all the record of cities name which are starting from A. If I want to display the name of city which have A at the end of the city name, I will just write down %A. Means it will display all those records which have A at the end of city name. Yes, all records have A at the end of the cities. Yes, I want to display all those records where the second letter of the city is A. For the same, I will just use underscore A%. Means it will display all those records where the second letter is A and anything after that. We will just write down and it will display all the record containing A as the second letter. If I want to display all those records which have the name with only 4 alphabet, for the same, here I will just write down 4 underscore, 4 time underscore. Yes, 1 2 3 4 and press the enter. It will display all the record with 4 character or 4 letter. Then we have another statement about data updation and deletion. Some of time, many of time we have the requirement to update the record into the file. For the same, we can use update. Update command is used to update the record. For example, in the above table, I want to update a value, and I will just write down update city, then set name of attribute set country underscore ID equal to A, where country underscore ID equal to 97. I will just press the enter. Incorrect integer value for A column country ID at a row. Country ID, sorry, actually this field is defined as integer, so it is unable to change. I will just write down 1000 here because 1000 is integer value, and then write down the same country id equal to 1000 where country id equal to 97. Yes, it will update all the values. Cannot add or update a child row a foreign key constraint fields, because here this is used as a foreign key, and a foreign key is means here a one question or one point is there that we cannot change a value which is the foreign key of the table, because it produce a referential integrity or it type of error which is known as referential integrity, means it another table is depend on this table, so we can change by using same. And suppose I am using use a database which is already we have created, and I am using the table show tables student is there. I will just show the table student here, and I want to change the value or update the value from here, like update update student admission number, set admission number equal to 1001 where admission number equal to 102. Yes, okay, one row affected means it has changed the value of admission number 1001 instead of 102. If I want to get the same, select star from student. Yes, then value is changed here. This is the update of a existing value into the table. Again, we have a delete command. A delete command is used to delete one or more record from a table. For the same, we can use the table. For the same, we just write down as delete from student where admission number equal to 103. Yes, I will press the enter. It will display, it will delete the record from my table. To get the same, I just go for the same, select star from student. Yes, one row in set means one row is deleted from the list. So this is all for today. Tomorrow we will be here with a mathematical operator for you. Till then, goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you.